Hello friends, welcome to your own channel Bookpedia. Today we will talk about a book that can change your thinking and life. Have you ever wondered what is the real way to become rich and live your life on your own terms? If yes, so today's video is for you. The Millionaire Fastlane book tells you how you can achieve your financial freedom and success quickly. And it will also explain to you that there is no point in living life only after retirement. The real fun is in that. Youth is about living on your own terms. Have you ever wondered how someone buys a luxury car like a limousine at the age of 22, or how someone can retire at the age of 30 and live a comfortable and luxurious life? Is this really possible? If yes, then the answer is yes. It is completely possible. Usually people retire at the age of 60-65, but you can change this notion. You can become a young millionaire. Often people think that they will become rich one day and fulfill that dream. Life is all about hard work, but you can escape this trap even at a young age. You can live such a life in which you can fulfill your hobbies, watch your children grow up, travel the world without any worries, and most importantly, live your life on your own terms. This book tells us that whatever we do with money, after reading how the misconceptions we nurture stop our progress, you will understand that if you work hard your whole life to become rich, then there is no longer any enjoyment in that wealth. Money and luxury are meant to be enjoyed only in youth. This book is of 3 types. This article talks about the strategy of Fastlane strategy. Out of these, only the Fastlane strategy is the path that takes you towards quick success and wealth. Real money comes not only by reaching the destination, but by completing that journey in the right manner. And the most important thing is that this journey also teaches you that true wealth is not hidden only in expensive things, but in good health and a free life with family. So if you dream of becoming rich at a young age and want to change your life, then you must take this journey. If you are ready, then let's start this journey. Chapter 1. The Great Deception of the Centuries. We have been taught from the beginning that the simple and right way to become rich is to get a good job, save money, avoid wasteful spending and invest money in mutual funds. Keep doing all this and one day you will become rich. But the truth is that you will lose a lot of money by doing this. You will not even know when 253 years of your life will pass by. Just think, is it right that you keep working hard like a bullock all your life just so that you can have money in your old age? But by then, your youth will have ended long ago. It must have happened, and the question arises that what will you do with that money in old age? By living this kind of life, you not only lose your youth, but also your precious time, your health, and most importantly, your freedom. This is such a deception that society has accepted it. We are always forced to believe the truth. To understand this better, let's listen to a story. An investment banker from Chicago shared his experience on the Fastlane forum. When he was just 23 years old, he had a great job and a great salary too. His life was good, and he got extra money from commission. He was trying to be satisfied with his life somehow. But his satisfaction did not last long. Whenever he saw someone living a comfortable life on the roads, like driving an expensive sports car, he felt a strange pang in his heart, and he used to think, why can't I also live such a life? But the people who were living such a luxurious lifestyle were not young. They were usually around 50-55 years old. Seeing this, the banker's heart would become heavy. Then, one day he met a 52-year-old man. It happened that the person was also driving a great luxury car. During the conversation, the person told him something that was going to change his life. He said that till the time you are able to afford a luxury car, you will not be able to enjoy it. The person told him. He explained that with age, our health starts deteriorating, desires reduce, and the passion that inspires us to enjoy life slowly fades away. In this race of saving money, he said that we end up wasting our lives. We lose our best years, i.e. our youth. And when we realize this, it is too late. This story teaches us a deep lesson that if you also keep following the same traditional, thinking of the cycle of job, savings, and investment. Then you will probably understand after reaching the age of 50, 60 years that real life is about living life to the fullest in youth. Deception gives us a chance to get out of this false notion. It forces us to think whether the real purpose of our life is just to collect money in old age or to enjoy our life in youth. Now think, do you also want to risk your youth by adopting the same old thinking? Or will you choose a path that can make you rich and independent at a young age? This is the question that will force you to think on every page of this book in the upcoming chapters. In this article, we will learn how this fast lane strategy can change your thinking and lead you to a life that you can live to the fullest. Chapter 2. The Road Trip to Wealth. Friends, most of us do not understand money in its true sense. I do not understand it. It often seems that money is an event, something that happens suddenly, like winning a lottery or finalizing a big deal. But the truth is that earning money is a process like a long journey. And in this journey, it is not enough to focus only on the destination, but it is also important to enjoy this journey. Imagine that your destination is your dream, that big event when you become rich. But the path to reach that event is the real journey. In this journey, you will have to pay attention to every small and big decision, because this is what will help you in achieving your goal. We'll take you to the destination. Now, to understand this journey, we need 3 things. First is your car, which is actually you yourself. You decide in which direction you have to go. Second is your route, i.e., the path you take to reach your destination. The third is your speed. That is, how quickly and hard you work to fulfill your dreams. The author of this book, MJ DeMarco, has shared a very interesting anecdote from his life. Once he went on a road trip from Chicago to South Florida with his friends. This was his dream and destination. But on the way, his car broke down. He was still far from his destination and was stuck on the way. Why did this happen? Because he had not prepared for his journey. He did not check the petrol in his vehicle, did not check the condition of the engine, and did not prepare a proper roadmap. He just kept thinking about the destination. If he had not paid attention to these small things, if they had paid attention to these things, their journey could have been comfortable and hassle-free. The same thing applies to our life and our success. When we focus only on our dream event but ignore the journey, then problems are bound to come in the way. But if we plan our journey well and focus on it, then reaching the destination will not only be easy, but also more fun. Now imagine that one day you read that someone sold his company for $30 million. News attracts everyone's attention. It is an event, and everyone praises it. But have you ever thought how much hard work that person must have done for this success? How many sleepless nights he must have spent? How much energy and time he must have put into that work? It is easy to focus only on the event, but no one sees the struggle and the long journey behind it. The same thing is seen in the story of an athlete when an athlete goes for professional basketball. When he signs a contract of $50 million, everyone praises his success. But does he become rich at that very moment? No. He must have practiced for hours to improve his game and must have faced defeat many times. The injuries would be fine, and he might have had to undergo surgery several times. His journey must have been full of struggles. It was his courage to get up every time after falling that took him to that point. Similarly, if you want to make cookies, what if you use only flour? Mix the ingredients and sugar together and think that the cookies will be ready on their own. This does not happen. To make cookies, every ingredient has to be mixed in the right quantity, and every step has to be followed properly. If even one thing is missed, then the recipe gets spoiled. Success is also like a recipe. If you are careful about every ingredient of this recipe, the destination is as important as every moment of that journey. Enjoy your journey, learn from every experience, and one day you will reach your destination. You will definitely reach here. Chapter 3. The Sidewalk. Roadmap. Let us now talk about the sidewalk roadmap. This is the same path which leads a person to financial struggle and poverty. MJ has called those who follow this as sidewalkers. These are the people who do not have any financial planning in their life. A major part of their income is spent on daily expenses and sometimes on unnecessary luxuries. Thinking about tomorrow or making any savings is not a priority for them, and that is why they often live a paycheck-to-paycheck life. There are two types of sidewalkers: income poor and income rich. Both are signs of financial instability. Research shows that about 66% of Americans fall into this category. Their net worth is either zero or negative. They have no savings and are often in heavy debt, including car loans, home loans, and personal loans. But still, you will find the latest flat-screen TVs, expensive smartphones, and high-end gadgets in their homes. These things are not essential. They are just hobbies. Income per sidewalkers neither save anything for their retirement nor prepare for any financial emergency. Make arrangements. Their money is spent only on show-off and momentary pleasures. This path is not only unsafe, but whenever there is a setback in life, these people are completely shattered. Be it a job loss, sudden increase in interest rates, medical, emergencies, or global recession in the near future, they have no way of recovering from setbacks. It's like having a brand new luxury car, but no health insurance. Now let's talk about income-rich sidewalkers. There once was a rapper who had 2 hit songs in 3 years and became a star overnight. He became famous overnight, but in a short time he went bankrupt. Imagine he was earning $4 million every month. But due to poor money management, his financial condition got ruined. There are many famous actors and musicians who spend a huge amount of money to maintain their lifestyle. They spend money on designer clothes, lavish mansions, luxury cars. It is not cheap to maintain all this. This life looks glamorous from the outside, but no one sees the expenses and stress behind it. Income-rich sidewalkers spend more than they earn. Suppose they spend more than ours $1,000 per month, earn $50. So their expenses are minimum of dollars, and that is why they do not save anything for money. A small failure in their career can ruin them completely. Even after giving many blockbuster songs, one flop song or movie can ruin their entire career. Sidewalks can shake your financial stability. The roadmap teaches that without proper financial planning and discipline, no matter how much you earn, financial success and security remain a dream. Chapter 4. Has your wealth been toxified? Wealth is often associated with things that we do not consider as toxic. We measure things that look expensive: big cars, luxurious houses, expensive clothes. But is this real wealth? Actually, the right way to understand wealth is the wealth trinity, i.e., family, fitness, and freedom. First of all, wealth means strong and deep relationship with your family. Bonding that supports you even in difficult times. Secondly, a healthy and fit body, which is more valuable than any price tag. And thirdly, freedom, i.e., freedom to live life in your own way, whether it is taking your own decisions or following your dreams, but also money. There are 2 types, real and fake. Artificial counterfeit money means show-off that wastes real money. Let's understand this with a story. There was an old apartment near an expressway that was crying out for repairs. Faded paint, cracks, and broken corners. But there was a wonderful luxury car parked in its parking lot. MJ, who often went to the gym from there, wondered how rich the owner of that car must be if he could afford a $600 car. Then why did he live in such a shabby apartment? The truth was that the owner of the car was not wealthy. He was just rich. He was trying to show off. This is artificial wealth when you are not really rich, but you create an illusion of being rich. Let's hear another story of Henry Sukarno, who worked in a big pharmaceutical company, and his salary package was very good. He bought a dream house worth $1.8 million, a swimming pool, a garage with a capacity of 5, a stable for horses, everything. Henry thought that he had really achieved success. But the story took a new twist. Due to office politics, the pressure of work on him increased. All day work and travel time passed. He had bought the house thinking that he would enjoy it, but the reality was that he had to sacrifice every moment of his life to afford this house. It affected his family life and health. He lost his freedom from his family and himself. There was no time left for love, and stress and tiredness became a part of his everyday life. In an attempt to look rich, Henry lost his real wealth, family, health, and freedom. This is the tragedy of artificial wealth. So, did you understand that real wealth is that which gives you peace and tranquility? It is not the flashy things that define your life, but your peace is defined by your relationships and the freedom to make your own decisions. Will your wealth be toxified? Chapter 5. Misuse money and will money. Misuse you. We have often seen that when a person has too much money, when money comes, its expenses and debt also start increasing at the same pace. The more you earn, the more you start spending. The result is that you start working day and night to repay that debt. This overwork causes you stress. It makes you irritable, and it also affects your relationships and health. This is the reason why people say that money can't buy happiness. Money can make your life easy, but it is not necessary that it can make it happy. Real happiness comes when money brings freedom with it. So, use money only for your own happiness. Money should not be used to fulfill desires. If you do not use it properly, then it can harm you. After graduation, MJ started working at a construction site. The work was very tiring, but the salary was good. He had to reach the site daily. The work was difficult, but MJ kept doing it in the greed of earning more money. After some time, MJ collected a good amount from his savings. Considering himself rich, he decided to improve his standard of living, and he bought an expensive sports car. He thought that this car was a status symbol of his being rich. However, after some time, MJ started losing interest in his work. The work started becoming more tiring, but he was helpless. The expenses had increased so much that even if he wanted to, he could not afford it. He couldn't quit his job. He gradually realized that his sports car was not a status symbol. Rather, it had become such a burden that it had taken away his peace. A man used to earn 24,000 rupees annually by blackmailing people. He appeared rich, but the reality was something else. He had left his wife, and due to a court order, he had to pay $2,000 every month. And apart from this, he had many types of loans. He thought that money can buy freedom and happiness, but it did not happen. He misused the money, and now the same money is pushing him on the wrong path. The money earned by blackmailing failed to buy his happiness. Gradually, he realized that the debt had made him a slave of money, and he wanted freedom from that slavery. This is the lesson of both these stories. If you do not use money properly, then you will lose your money. If you do this, money will trap you in a web of debt and misery. Money is helpful only if you use it wisely. Chapter 6. Wealth demands accountability. Have you ever heard of hitchhiking? Hitchhiking means traveling with others. Asking for a lift may be a risky and uncertain experience, but it is just that. It is not limited to travel only. Many people do something similar in their life, and financial planning too. They give the control of their financial decisions to others, the result of which is that they become helpless and completely dependent on others. Avoid this. There is only one way. Taking responsibility means that you accept your mistakes with an open heart and learn from them. And most importantly, do not repeat the same mistake again and again. One day, MJ was having dinner with one of his friends in a restaurant. That friend, she told that she has lost her identity card and was very upset about this. When MJ asked her how this happened, she told that her purse was stolen in a restaurant in Mexico. In that purse, along with the identity card, many other things were also stolen. There were important documents too. She said that the purse was kept on the table, and suddenly someone came and ran away with the purse. Now, the thing to think about is whose mistake was it? Obviously, it was her own mistake. She knew that there were important papers in her purse. Also, she didn't have time to give him her purse. She was stolen. Instead of understanding her mistake and correcting it, she repeated the same mistake again. This is the real problem. She was making herself a victim. Instead of taking responsibility and changing her habits, accountability means taking ownership of your actions. When you are taking responsibility for your actions, you can take ownership of them. Only when you become responsible for your life and wealth, you can learn from your mistakes and move forward. Wealth never stays with those who depend on others. It is available only to those who take control of their life and financial decisions. You keep everything in your hands, so it's time to take full accountability of your life and decisions. Only then will you be able to achieve your goals and grow your wealth sustainably. Chapter 7. The Law. You've been sold. The slow lane. Slow lane's little sidewalker. Sidewalkers are better. They are those who live only in the present and do not care about tomorrow. They do not have any planning or responsibility. On the other hand, slow laners accept their mistakes and try to avoid repeating them. But slow learners' fundamental problem is that these people sacrifice their present completely in the hope of a better future. Slow learners believe that work hard day and night to save money. And one day Financial Express always thought that one day he will earn a lot of money through this. To make his dream come true, he read many finance books, but everywhere the same old advice was there. Get a good job, save money, reduce expenses, and one day you will become rich. Joe followed these tips, studied law, and started a big law firm. I started doing a job and became so busy in work that I did not have time for family and friends. He used to remain busy in the office from Monday to Friday and used to work on weekends also, so that he could prepare for the next week. After 12 years of hard work, he used to leave his job. He started getting tired of the job but had to stay there because he was assured that he would soon get a promotion and his life would change. In this hope, he continued the job, dreaming of becoming rich. And then, one day, he suddenly died of a heart attack. He was only 51 years old and had spent his entire youth in Sloan. He wasted his life by following the roadmap of Kizan Parivar. He neither spent time with his family nor enjoyed his life. He was always so lost in the race of saving money for the future and becoming rich that he could not even reach that future. The story tells us how dangerous a lie is. It teaches us that sacrificing our present, just for the sake of the future, is not the right path. It is important to balance life and live every moment of it. Chapter 8. Wealth Shortcut, the Fast Lane. So far, we have seen that in roadmaps like Sidewalk and Slow Lane, you have to sacrifice either your youth or retirement. But what if you get a chance to enjoy both? That is the wonder of First Lane. First Lane is such an option where you can enjoy you can live your youth and enjoy your old age too. By following this path, you can become a millionaire at a young age. But remember that here, you will have to work hard. The difference is that you will not have to wait for years, but your hard work will pay off. The result will be visible soon. Now, to understand this, let us listen to an interesting story. In ancient Egypt, a king had two nephews. Chuma and Azur were both 18 years old. One day the king assigned them the task of building a pyramid and promised that the one who completes it first will be given the crown of the king and immense wealth. Azur immediately started picking up the stones and placing them in a square shape. It took him 1 year to prepare the base of the pyramid. On the other hand, Chuma's plot was still empty. He neither lifted any stone nor started any work. Chuma was actually busy making a special device. He prepared such a lifting machine. On the other hand, Azur started taking help from a trainer to increase his strength. But as his work increased, he started facing fatigue and lack of time. Meanwhile, Chuma prepared his lifting machine. He became capable of lifting and placing stones so fast that the work which Ajur would have to do in months, Chuma completed it in just a few days. As a result, Chuma completed the para at the age of 26. As promised, he was given the crown and immense wealth. At such a young age, he became so rich that he never had to face any problems again in his life. There was no need to work hard. On the other hand, Azur worked with full dedication and hard work. But he was on the lane. His hard work took more time and energy, while Chuma adopted the first lane and got success quickly with his intelligence. This story tells us that it is believed that fast lane gives you quick and better results, not only through hard work, but also through smart work. This is the only way to get success at a young age and live life to the fullest. So friends, the Millionaire Fastlane teaches us a very special lesson. If we want a real change in our life, then we have to change our way of thinking and working. This book tells us that the right way to become rich is hidden in the first lane, away from the sidewalk and the slow lane. Meaning of fast lane. We should not just earn money, but live a life that gives us happiness, freedom, and satisfaction. It teaches us that time is the biggest wealth, and instead of wasting it, we should live it on our own terms. Hard work and risk are a must in this journey. But it is also true that hard work done in the right direction can give you the life you have always dreamt of at a very young age. Millionaire Fastlane also tells that true wealth is not just hidden in your bank balance, but in the time you have, your health, and the moments you spend with your loved ones. So if you also want to, take the steering of your life in your hands, and if you want to make your dreams come true, then adopt the thinking of first law. This book is a guide which shows you a better and faster way. Do not spend your life just for the sake of living it. Get ready to enjoy it to the fullest. See you soon. Till then, keep hustling. Keep growing in the next video.